Here we go. Welcome to Jimmy's Rave Cave. My name's James. This one's a bit of a special one for me. If you've seen the channel before, you'll know that I've been posting some mashups or remixes, whatever you want to put it, mixes. This right here now is my first proper personal video, just me talking to you, sharing my story and what this channel's really about. But first of all, I want to give massive shout out respect to Jake from Rave Vinyl Reminiscence. His passion for vinyl and rave culture gave me a nudge I needed. So thanks, Jake. Links below. Right, so my love for dance music kicked off in 1991, probably a bit before that, to be honest with you. Year after I left school, right in the heart of the UK hardcore rave scene, I was hooked straight away. Started raving, started buying vinyl, got my first decks, belt drives, absolute nightmare to mix on, but it made you graft, made you learn. And you know what I mean? That was a great era, it was a fantastic era, you know what I mean? And everything was going great until hardcore split. Happy hardcore on one side, dark side jungle on the other. Obviously it evolved in the drum and bass at the end, is what we know nowadays. And honestly, I couldn't connect with either vibe. You know what I mean? House music wasn't even on my radar back then. It's all about the hardcore. But by sort of mid to late 90s, I naturally drifted into house, techno, trance, breaks, deep house, genres everywhere by then, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And that's pretty much where I stayed. You know, I still listen to a bit of hardcore, but like the old stuff, but no one was making anything new. Not what I know of anyway. You know, it's been my passion ever since. But, you know, since this year, coming back to using the old ones and twos again. I've definitely got a thing for old school hardcore again. Yeah, it's completely rejuvenated me. Over the years, I've had loads of gear. I've had all sorts. I've had Technics 1200s, 1210s, Vestax, PDX3s, untold amount of mixers, etc. All the controllers, all kinds of controllers, Pioneer, Tractor, or Native Instruments, Serato. Oh, you could go on, couldn't you? Do you know what I mean? Always evolving, and that's what this channel's going to be all about. Music, memories, gear, the journey. If you're into that, stick around, there's loads more to come. DJ was just one part of it. I was also drawn to the creative side, music production. At one point I had a fully kitted up studio, Cubase, Akai sampler, synths, MIDI gear, the work, spent hours like layering sounds, sound design, building tracks, trying to create something unique. 2001, after taking redundancy, I went on all like a proper production course, proper specialist course, etc. Built a dream home studio, like I said, Akai, a Virus, a Proteus, a mixing desk, everything I get my hands on. Basically, I never actually finished a track of any substance, as it were. Just I don't know, but you know, I learned loads, and that's spark's never left. And like in 2025, I'm back at it with like DJ Studio, you know, remixing old rave anthems, house, and whatever else I fancy. So let's see what I can create this year. You know what I mean? It's sort of like really sort of that, you know, that software opens so many possibilities. If you haven't tried it, it's worth giving it a go. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, 2004, life changed. You know what I mean? Kids, family, work, career, priorities shifted. I sold all my vinyl, all of it. I moved to digital DJing. At first, it was weird. Over time, I sort of like the tech side. I used it all track, the Serato record box, engine. My last setup was a Denon SC Live, great all-in-one controller. Yeah, don't get me wrong, controllers are brilliant. FX, sync, looping, sync if you're in that sort of thing. So you know, you got so much creative power with these controllers, etc. You know, there's some fantastic kit now. You know, compared to where we'll start with basic set of decks and a mixer. But you know, after 20 years of using controllers, I started missing something, that, you know, that tactile, you know, the touch of like, turntables, etc. You know, the raw feel, riding the pitch, manually correcting drifts, feeling the music. You know, something you can't, you know, you can't replicate that with a screen, etc. So you do, like, you know, you've got a laptop screen for the DVS, but not like when you've got a DJ controller and yeah. So anyway, last year we had a loft conversion done. Our daughter moved into our old room, and I claimed her bedroom as my rave cave. Still got some stuff to take out of it, still got some remnants, but yeah, it's in progress. I sold my Denon setup January because I realised, I thought, hold on, I've got a bit of space now, and I picked up a second hand pair of reloop RP7000s. Great bits of kit, really. They are great turntables. I think they're the closest thing you can get to a pair of Technics, something you can buy on the market now, as far as I'm concerned. The only thing you'll see, and you'll always see comments about this for the art reloops, is there's a hum. You get like you get a bit of ground noise, and it's an easy fix. essentially, it's got a phone out, it's got a line, and all you have to do is disable the line, got to crack it open, disconnect something, unscrew the ground loop, and it clears it. It's not. It can be a little bit noticeable sometimes, but until, and I will do it over the weekend probably, is to strip that back in. You know, you've got an equivalent pair of Technics as well. Plus you've got the other like bells with like reverse. You're never going to use it. Am I going to use it? Never going to use it. But plus 16 pitch is very handy. It's very handy. So you've got a plus 8 and a plus 16 pitch button there, and you've got torque settings, which is, you know, which you don't get on the Technics. I'd love to get a pair of Technics again. I really would. I really would love to get a pair of Technics again. But these fill the gap for now, and like I said, they're solid workhorses, and that's the only downside. If you was ever wanting to buy a pair of these, and you was put off because of the ground loop thing and all the rest of it, there's an easy fix. There's videos online for it. I might even make a video when I do my one, and do like a sound check just so for peace of mind, etc. So, but like I'm saying, solid bits of kit. I like them. They do the job. Play music right. And the new Mark DVS mixer, that's not too bad as well. It's more of a scratch mixer, but you know, you get away with it for doing long blends, etc. I never really give CDJs a proper really go. I had a pair of 1000s back, early 2000s probably. About 2000, 2001, 2002, I had a pair of CDJ 1000s. But I suppose the 2000, 3000 all mechanical, etc. Very tempting, but I like the analog gear. Do you know what I mean? I just love it. Right, it's a quick one for you. Back in 2000, I was working for a company called WorldCom, which is now Verizon, big telecoms, US telecoms giant. And I got transferred to Singapore. And a couple of weeks before I actually moved up, I did a course. I did a meet and greet, etc. You know, my new colleagues, boss, etc. And I sussed out electronics place, one of those called Simlim Square. It's like a mall, like 3-4 floors of like just electronics, computers, laptops, anything electronics is sold in there. And I found an audio shop, and I thought, right, I'll come back, I'm going to suss this place out. So anyway, took off on a Monday, I think. I landed there on a Tuesday morning, 6:30, landed at Changi Airport, got my cab to my condo, dropped my bags off, etc. Got another cab out, I didn't need sleep. Back downtown again. I had about 500-600 quid in my pocket in Singapore dollars. Went up to a guy who said like an audio shop, and told me I want a pair of Technics. He asked how much I got. I said I got about 500 quid or whatever it was in dollars at the moment. I think it's about $11 to a pound back then. 11 Singapore dollars, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. I can't remember. I was thinking about Hong Kong dollars maybe. And then he comes back 5 minutes later. 2 brown boxes, Technics, Jap imports, 1200s. £250 a piece. I paid 250 quid a piece for them. Went back to my condo, very pleased myself. No money left for a couple of weeks. I didn't even have a credit card out there at the time. I had no carts. Basically, that was it. I had no cartridges. No mixer even, didn't for the mixer. So I had to wait for about 2 weeks. I got paid and then went back down there and bought myself a cam mixer and a couple of all-fun cartridges. But, you know, I got to look at them for a couple of weeks, right? I couldn't wait a couple of weeks. I don't know why I did it. It's just an impulse thing. Just thought, so I was up that plane. I've got to have a pair of Technics. I've got to have the Technics. And I did. You know what I mean? Manifested it. I was there. But yeah, that's a little story. But like, imagine finding a pair of Technics now like that. I know it's 25 years ago, but they're brand spanking new Jap imports in a box, 250 quid a piece. You think, what's the Technics Mark 7 now? 800 quid? 799? Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. But do you know what I mean? You need a pair of Mark 2s, don't you? That's the only thing, isn't it? Mark 2s or nothing, as far as I'm concerned. I've not heard great things about the Mark 7s. I watched the Just Technics guy on YouTube. You know what I mean? He knows his stuff, and I don't think he rates them that highly. I haven't watched him for a few years, but he did say it. And I remember he did a comparison with these before, didn't he? He did RP7000s against Technics. But all good. You know, selling my vinyls years ago, that really still sings. Hardcore, house prog, trance, progressive house that is. All of it gone. I'm slowly rebuilding it. I bought a few little numbers of shit, all hardcore. 15 quid a piece now. £15. £15 a go now. Do you know what I mean? But I've bought some good, you know, it's all coloured vinyl now, isn't it? It's all like green, yellow, orange, purple. You know what I mean? I could go on. Purple, blue. Back in my day, it's very rare to see sort of like a coloured vinyl, isn't it? Oh, there you go, there's a black one. There's now a red one. That was a marble one. And then I've got that Sarasota one. 91 of 100, getting hot. Great tune, great tune. Stu Chapman remix. Fantastic, fantastic. So yeah, I've been picking these up from Night Force, Death Star, places like that. So Juno, things like that. I've even got a little 7-inch of Mickey Finn Some Justice. So I've got some good pieces. Probably do some reviews on that more than likely. Yeah, some good pieces there. Some really good pieces. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like being a kid in the sweet shop again, or like going to the vinyl shop. You know, it was vinyl. See, it's not the same as going into it anymore. It's all online. But like, 15 quid a go. 15 quid a record now. Yeah, it adds up pretty quick. Plan to dig around some old vinyl shops soon, see what treasure I can find. I'll do a video on vinyl cost too soon too. Also add, if you look at the cost of like buying an old copy of something like Vibes of Session now, you're looking at 30 quid to £90 depending on the condition. Crazy, right? So right now I'm running the DVS digital vinyl systems, best of both worlds. Got instant access to tracks, cue points, looping. I don't really use looping. I don't. FX now and again, bit of flanger, bit of gating, but the feel of real vinyl. I'm using these reloops and this new mark with Serato integration, digital files, file tone converters. It's mad, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I just know it works great. It's like mixing with real records, but with all the modern perks, isn't it? Low tracks fast, stay in key. Oh, I love mixing in key. That's like, you know what I mean? You know when you start learning DJing, it's like you trying to. Does that sound right? Beat matching's fine, but completely out of key. Key mixing makes a massive difference, doesn't it? Especially when you're like not musically trained. No warped records, well, hopefully not. Pure hands on DJing. If I want to drop an actual vinyl, I've just got to switch modes. Easy, just like flick a switch. That's it. Analog digital. That's what makes DBS a game changer. I don't feel I could have just gone without DBS. I can't afford to buy vinyl like that. No, what's you know what I mean? 15 quid a piece. I don't know. If you was a kid now, how would you get into DJing vinyl? At your price range, isn't it? So you got to buy a cheap controller. Okay. Right, that's it for episode 1. Just want to get the ball rolling, share a bit of my journey. More coming soon. Rave stories, setups, gear talk, production, mashups, all of it. So if you're in old school, house, rave, culture, DJ gear, you're in the right place. Hit like, drop a comment, subscribe. Tell me your first rave memory, your first decks, or what you got into this music. Big thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. See you later.